Working a job is something pretty much 99% of us will do in a lifetime. How long we do it for depends on a number of factors: our lifestyle, financial status, and our willingness to simply retire. Of course, there are many ways to financial freedom, meaning we can stop working all completely and just start doing what we love with the added funds for support. However, working a job gives you the skill to prepare for life, especially during the early years. When it was your first job, you were exposed to the harsh reality of life. I may have some bias throughout this video, but I'm sure for a majority of people around the globe, working a job isn't an ideal life they like to live, knowing they can aspire to achieve a greater level of lifestyle. Now, this harsh reality of life isn't that bad in retrospect. Sure, you're probably told off, unsure what to do, and most times simply burnt out. But once you become accustomed to the work life and what it has to offer, you begin to understand your strengths and where your desired workplace lies. Now, working at a fast food venture is a common first job that many of us will work simply due to its vast experience it has to offer. You'll quickly be exposed to many customers while also learning how to work efficiently under pressure. It does have its benefits, but at a cost. Your work conditions may not be ideal for someone who likes a slow, refreshing pace. However, I would say for everyone to work at a fast food place so they can get a feel for how efficient you need to be to succeed in life. Working in retail is another common place where many students work simply because it's a change of pace. Its work-style balance offers a calm experience compared to restaurants because it's in a controlled environment. And what I mean by this is, in a controlled environment, customers generally aren't jam-packed. Your work conditions generally are pretty clean for the most part, and you can predict peak times. However, even with this in place, some days are unexpected and out of your control. I would say retail work is generally a comfort zone for the most part, and as I also mentioned in my earlier videos, it can be dangerous because you don't sense any desire to progress further. Now, when you want to secure a job in your early years, it doesn't require much work compared to, say, securing a graduate or a corporate job. So keeping this in mind, here are a few tips to implement when applying. In terms of your resume, it should be generally concise since you aren't offering much during this time. Give a simple introduction about yourself and many strengths that you have. Don't be too concerned about the work experience because many employers aren't fazed by this, assuming you can diligently represent yourself to the best of your abilities in your resume. If you don't have any work experience, you can always refer back to examples of group work and leadership styles that you did back at school. And this will provide a visual image about your work ethic. Many employers simply want a hard and reliable worker, so make sure you explicitly state about your punctuality and ability to work under short notice. Keep the resume very tidy to read because employers during the hiring period generally want to read a resume that's not overfilled with colors and eyesore words. Also, it's best to apply during the hiring period, which is generally during the April, July, and of course October for the Christmas period. Now, when you do apply for jobs, it's best to visit a shopping center so you can apply as efficiently as possible. Generally, most places will just refer you to apply online, but don't let this deter you from going anyway. Some stores who don't have an online presence would gladly accept your resumes, and so it's important to reach those places as well. And also, you have applying online, which is generally a step-by-step process, so that's also pretty general. For your interview process, it's generally the last stage of the hiring process, so if you reach this far, congratulations. The questions employers ask will mainly consist of customer-related scenarios along with your availability and past experience. You can always research beforehand what questions will be asked, as this will provide an upper edge against your competitors. Be honest when answering and talk in a slow manner, so this way you seem calm and confident. It's also important to bring up any past experiences so that it shows that you can transfer your experience into this current job. Now, don't feel discouraged when you fail to secure a job. It varies from store and time of the year. Always be resilient and continue to apply. Eventually, you will secure a job, and that will form a stepping stone for you to reach higher positions in other jobs or in your current company. This procedure can take months, if not years. During this time, you may also find hidden talents and strengths you hadn't been aware of before, so be open to see where it can take you. Also, overall, working your first job is a perfect opportunity to build a foundation for your life ahead. So don't be afraid to take that first step and always look for ways to better yourself. So I want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and please stay tuned for my other videos that are coming out. Thank you.